Oh, herens. Your health, boys. them. Dusty cat trunk. Hello, hello boys. How you doing? I'm just using a pen tablet, a drawing tablet. Is how you call it? It's kind of like how Dracula's wings look in game. They do indeed look like these. I'm not sure like what you call fingers necessarily. Might be like more of them. But yeah, it does look like it's just a hand, like big fingers. How are you doing today, boys? I need to get some solid progress done on this, and then we're moving on. But we're looking into like finishing this one quite soon. Just like it looks like a little bit of a mess. Currently, I'm just like trying to piece it together, like all the elements and stuff. Actually, a lot of just like subtle work, sort of. I really want to just dive into rendering, but apparently first piece it together, as I said. This not working? Yeah, actually this will maybe... maybe just get rid of it so it's like easier to balance out. think the perspective is a little messed up, so I'm trying to kind of correct the placements of stuff that might affect it. I wonder if this light like helps to mess it up, like tricking me into kind of seeing it differently. Not really sure. Hello, Serena. Hey, welcome in. Yes, it has. I'm doing well, thank you. Just working for commissions, you know, the usual. What about you? Super chill stream today. Chat not active and I'm like half asleep. I'm just trying to figure out the perspective issues I have on this piece. It's like generally alright, but there's something that really bothers me. Just gonna figure out what. This is like stuff that I kind of struggle with a lot. Is just like setting up feel for perspective whenever you have like a flat surface. So that's kind of what I seem to be struggling with a lot. Yeah, glad you like them. Yeah, the loading screen kind of vibe is definitely works well for WoW characters. For sure. Yeah, I'm glad the you're still RPing, still playing. How do you like the Midnight Reveal? Kind of how that's shaping up. Actually, I think this feed is giga out of perspective. Way up there. That's okay though. You know, they change. These are super necessary changes. Even though making them is like big uncomfortable, you just want to progress, but it's kind of like taking a step backwards. It's fine. It's kind of what we have to do here. This leg is also kind of like messed up. I think it's because this knee is supposed to be kind of further there. It is like a full illustration. Yeah, so not a quick commission, but a full illustration commission. It should be in the commission info in Linktree. I think I know what's up here. I think I'm gonna starting to clock something when it comes to like hitting these flat surfaces. But I just wonder how it would feel like whenever I reintroduce this. It might just kind of like not change anything now. Let's hope that. Let's hope it doesn't change much. Yeah, certainly. I don't know if you've seen the other big illustrations that I have going on. I have some bangers here. I already finished 2, but my favorite one is this. This one is still not a lot of hours in, but this is my favorite so far. And I also have this one. That I also just absolutely adore working on. So just definitely some bangers, but also some pieces that are kind of like a little more troublesome, like this one. Even though I absolutely adore the concept of this piece, just kind of, I don't know, the realization of it, or let's say that like the like putting it on paper is kind of way more difficult than with those two. Horror. Yeah, good morning. Thank you. I'm just like reworking big part of this art. Just felt like the perspective wasn't kind of doing it for me here. Still ain't sure now. Ain't sure about it, but moving along. It is just like whenever some stuff bothers me in an artwork, I'm more inclined to like fix it rather than kind of ignore it. I don't mind implementing big changes even like that far into the work process. You know, anything to make it work, basically. 100% certain on the changes, honestly. So I guess I'm just kind of trying to grasp what I got wrong here. Like, what is it, the part about perspective that I don't like? What kind of screws it up here? This looks more or less correct, perspective-wise. Might have to darken this area because it like got a little out of control there. And definitely want the texture in the front. That was God, I was liking it a lot. These bad boys also don't do any. Don't do a favor to the perspective as well. Mm. Well, Dylan, I'm glad you like it, dude. I'm like reworking a lot of stuff about this art right now. Just kind of wasn't really happy with how perspective was playing out here, so just a little bit of kind of few steps back before we can continue with rendering and make steps forward. Unfortunately, right? Nobody likes taking steps back, but that's life, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do here, boys. Well, Topker, why frog? Why not? Upwards of 130 layers, god damn. I think the max I got to was like 350 or something, but it wasn't like back off layers, it was just... I was pretty much painting on on, you can say like one layer, but you know, it's like one layer, but like it's many layers, where you just paint on top and then create new layers, and then you create new layers and you just paint on top. So it's just kind of, you're working on one canvas, sort of, but you have just many layers. Thank you, horror. What did you commission? Wait, did I do the commission for you, or is it recent? You duplicate the file every few hours? Why? Like why you're so attached to it? Why wouldn't you just embrace the change? Yeah, it actually might be... I think it might be quite hurtful, you know? You're sort of afraid of big changes. Actually, maybe you're actually not. Maybe you're not afraid. Maybe that's the reason, like, that what allows you to do like big changes and stuff. It's kind of being sure that it's not gonna go to waste, or like it's not gonna ruin the file. What elf warrior? Hmm. Where did you reach out, dude? Just... Oh, I think I found you. Yeah, okay, I found you on Twitter. Oh yeah, I even complimented you on Transmog. Because it's like very clever use of the cape shoulder. Hey, nice. Hellish website. Hey, awesome, dude. I'm glad I got recommended to you there. Here we go. Oh damn, dude, I actually gotta start on a quick commission now. Even though I really want to continue working on this, I gotta do... actually, I can do just 2 hours on a quick commission today. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 1 hour and more on this. I'm just so engaged into this art. Yeah, horror, I'm pretty much just full into WoW art, and like pretty much everything that I'm doing is... all the art that I'm doing is WoW themed. All the personal art that I do, all the commissions that I'm doing, just everything all about WoW. I feel like this ray of light definitely kind of makes it harder for me to determine the perspective. I just want to figure out what it is that bothers me here, and then just go into rendering. Just gonna add some interesting colors and stuff. Like, I hate whenever like simple basics, things like that, like keep me away from rendering and doing kind of what I like doing about art. Hello, Mora. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. Well, these poor whelplings. I've been using liquefying them for so much. They're just warped to unrecognizability. How much can you customize your character in WoW? I would say the biggest thing that you can customize about them is the outfit. There are like hundreds of different armor pieces, you know, and you can like combine them and like, you know, do all sorts of kind of stuff. The customization for the characters themselves, you know, like the haircuts and stuff like that, there ain't that much, but honestly, I think even the games that have like a lot of that kind of customization, it doesn't really add as much, you know. I don't know, games with all the sliders and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if that really kind of makes your character look more or less unique. I feel like the armor is kind of what really does matter. That's, I guess, how you can also like tell a story of your character, right? Because it kind of creates a different vibe if they're wearing like a very low-key kind of fantasy armor, or if it's like super flashy neon lights, just like lightsaber fucking everything, you know. How do you blend so smooth? You just press lightly and then you color pick, like whoa, at the place where you blend. I don't want for it to be smooth. I'm just like trying to figure out how to apply light here, so it's just like looks like there's depth in here. The problem is like the perspective here is, or maybe it's like flawed to begin with or something. But it's like basically he's close to us if you're looking down on the guy, and then this is pretty much, you can see it's already underneath the camera, and then it kind of goes in the distance there, so it's like a little tricky. Hello, Nikita. Is it free? Well, WoW? No. WoW ain't free. It's like $15 a month, and then on top of that you gotta buy like an expansion, and they come out every like few years. Expansion's like $50 or something. But I think currently like, I can see perspective of, oh, also, you know, it might be the wing, just like character kind of getting out of perspective a little bit. That's pretty pricey, would you say so? I'm just not aware of how much games cost nowadays. I've been only playing WoW for the last, like, I don't know, 5 years, 4 years or something. I mean, I did play it before, it's just exclusively WoWs for the last couple of years. It is, like, probably pricey for a game, but if you really think about it, you pay $15 and it's just, like, enormous amount of entertainment for you for a month. I think that's a pretty good value, dude. Like $15 is like what can you buy in real world for $15? Not a lot, right? What is it, movie theater for one time? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm thinking if you're looking down on him, Wing, we should kind of cover him a bit. So I guess that's kind of what really must have been bothering me this whole time, but we're definitely not doing it then. It's like we cannot afford to like cover more of the character. Also, he's already quite rendered, so probably wouldn't want to do that. I mean, you know, while worth it, hell yeah. I do think it's worth it. Especially that for that $15 a month, like, in the game itself, there is so much fucking stuff you can do. I mean, bro, the game is like, what? 40 years old, like, you have literally content there from 20 years. 20 years worth of content, you can go in and you can do whatever. But again, it's, if you enjoy it, if you don't, it's probably whatever. Is a non-WoW player, understand what's going on in the scene. Yeah. So like what's going on here is, alright, it's gonna be a little bit of a backstory. So the Dragthirs, like this guy, like the dragon people in WoW, they were created by like one really like smart, powerful dragon, and they are like his soldiers pretty much, and then they got out of his control, like and now they're just doing their own stuff, and you know, you can play them as a player. And this guy, he like killed off like little small dragons that were corrupted by void, so pretty much the same, I guess, stuff as they were also kind of like a part of an experiment, I guess, or something, with infusing them with void. So he had to kill them because they pretty much became brainless monsters. But at the same time, he's also kind of realizing that he's the same, right? Because he also was just kind of just an experiment of that super powerful dragon. So actually, there's, I don't know, the most amount of lore in this art that I've ever had in my art. But yeah, as a non-WoW player, I understand why it would be like kind of just question marks for you. Like you wouldn't get what's going on here. Right, I think perspective's kind of looking better. Which directors have other body options? Have you seen the like the fourth body option though? Like they can be quite beefy, but definitely not as like draconids or stuff. He's apologetic about to crush these poor little guys. He no, he did crush these poor little guys, and now he's just grieving. He did kill him. Like I didn't add a lot yet, but you can see there's like scratches and blood there, and the eggs are like broken. By the way, gonna have so much fucking fun with rendering like this the wood sludge that's coming out of the eggs. I'm not entirely sure like about on the placements of them, because like what are they on the dragons or like next to them? Like I know that it's like the idea is that they're coming out of the frame a little bit, but it's just like, okay, these do look like they kind of stand in place. These don't, but I also didn't like any time I wanted to move them around. So the guy kind of had to kill them, and then he's just feeling bad about it now. You can see the lore implications are massive there. Some storytelling going on, boys. As for Dragfears though, I don't know, I kind of like them being like very slim leaders. I just don't like that you cannot do transmog for them. That's just so bad. Like it's actually upsetting, you know? Especially having like playing other characters too, where you can like do any kind of set and customize them as much as you want. With Dragfears it feels very limited. Slept 2 hours last night, I had bad nightmares. God damn. I very rarely have like dreams and nightmares. Honestly, if I do even have nightmares, it's like I perceive it as fun. Like I don't just like a movie or something. I feel like you're getting somewhere with the perspective. It's kind of what is left is to add the texture and. It does look like they're flying towards him. They're flying towards him. Bro, they're like clearly laying down, no? I mean, this guy is. Really? It does look like they're flying towards him? How would it even make sense? Don't know, man. Not really seeing it. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit of a. But also, they're like. It doesn't seem like they're flying, though. Hey there. Now that they're all facing him, and it's like maybe it's bad, but also it was a part of like they're probably were like fighting with him whenever he killed them off. So like in game, like I'm not sure if I want to implement it or if I want to change up them. I kind of don't like how they're just laying 3 of them there, like that, and all facing him at the same time. But also in game though, if you like just pull a bunch of mobs and you kill them, they'll lay there facing you. So it's kinda in game accurate. I'm not sure how much of that in game accuracy I want here though. like how his wing looked, but gotta go. Just trying to rework these bad boys here. Using Photoshop? No. I haven't been using Photoshop for almost a year now, I think. I think for animation in Clip Studio, you gotta have like the it's called X version or like Pro version, the most expensive one. Probably would roughly kind of look there. They wanted to get into details of the bodies here, just kind of want to map them out, sort of, so they fit into perspective of all the overall shapes and stuff. I think that was the mistake that I made. I kind of started defining the bodies and trying to go off the poses of them laying down instead of just like a general shape, and then it ended up like shapes being kind of boring or like messing out the perspective. If it will be just like fucking right in front of him here. Just like that. Like for some reason I just want to put him in the corners, but what if there'll be right in front of him? Like that. Maybe even here. Cause like if I'm putting them in the corners, there just like doesn't seem like there's a lot of them. I kind of want to give an impression of that it was like a massacre here. Complete bloodbath, you know. Would you study to learn art on your own? How do you answer that? What did I study? Like, I don't know. Everything? Or nothing? Like, I'm not sure how to answer this. Other artists? Okay, it's gonna be like much better this way. Yeah, maybe I actually just did a bunch of them. Even here, so it does look like I'm more gruesome like that. Huh? And then out of these shapes, so I'm gonna be defining kind of gestures of them laying down. That's also gonna be like giga challenging too. Good night, Dusty. I think placing them like that would make it's kind of more 3D-ish. Get more depth in the art. By the way, boys, after this, I'm gonna start a quick commission, and it's gonna be... It's gonna be Torn Shaman, and... So there is an art reference with her, with like huge titties, and then there is a game reference, and there is in the in-game reference, there is arrow pointing towards the titties and says enhanced a lot. So yeah, gonna be fun art today. I'm gonna be torn titties painting, and I don't have idea for the pose. I have idea for kind of what I want to do with colors there, and we'll have to like figure out the pose. I don't think it's gonna be that much of an issue. We'll see. Hopefully I won't struggle with the pose as much. I mean, honestly, having like the fact that we gotta, I guess, point out the breasts more, or like put some attention towards them, kind of limits us in poses. Not a lot, but I guess it not even limits, it like directs us towards certain kind of poses. It is Friday today, isn't it, boys? What you up to? How you getting ready for the weekends? You have plans for them? And then be doing some extra chilling or gaming? I have we're gonna go and like look for an apartment today as well, or like check out an apartment that we might potentially go into. Yeah, so just busy with that. Other than that, dude, if not for the moving, I would be in like such a kind of like peaceful condition when it comes to things that I gotta do. You know, just show up to stream and do some commissions and then just chill. And plus all day, nice schedule. I'm also like off stream. I'm pretty much just like playing WoW or training. It was the M plus on my Press Evoker yesterday. Timed some. I just timed the N11 and the 12, and I failed the 13. Which is actually, I think that was sort of my fault, but I also don't see what I could have done there. In nuclear? Hey, how are you doing, dude? I'm just working out this art, like kind of reworking a lot of stuff in here, and then we gotta get into a quick commission really soon. And we have a nice one today. We have a Booba Torn Girl. That's right, boys. A Booba Torn Girl does exist. I'm gonna show you the reference. I love the reference for it. Did it? I've been like reworking it left and right. There's almost 20 hours already. So I should have been doing more rendering, but you know, like I had to just like redo some parts. And now, as you can see, like I'm approaching the whelps a little differently. I'm laying down just the general kind of shapes first of how their body's gonna be like laying out there. And then I'm gonna go into gestures, so it doesn't look like anything yet. But I feel like it's better to do it this way, I'm thinking. I literally only left like half of the old half of just one of the old whelps, and I'm repainting the rest of them. That's life, you know. Sometimes you gotta take a step back in the artwork to make steps forward. Unfortunately, you know, like it doesn't come easy. You just always feel like you gotta progress, but unfortunately, it ain't the case. It ain't always possible. I guess you just paint yourself into a corner sometimes. And it doesn't seem like you can progress. Yeah, no, Clear, how are you doing, friend? You excited for the weekends? When are you going to finally try out WoW, dude? The Azeroth's waiting for you. Look at these whelps. They're dying. They're dying without your aid. Think about how many whelps you could save on these weekends. Think of the whelps. Kinda tired of figuring out important details in this art. What if I just start like rendering this thing a little bit? What if we can have some bubbles in here? I don't think I've ever painted like a bubbly liquid. I think that would be kind of cool. I assume it's gonna be like darker within the bubble and then kind of glowy at the corners. After 2 weeks when I get my new PC, I'm gonna join the WoW squad. Really? Hey, awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Actually surprised to hear that. Because, I feel like WoW is... It does seem like it's not attractive to, like, people who've never played it before. It seems like... To get into WoW, you have to be, like, an old-time WoW player, sort of. Or, like, I don't know people who, like, recently got into it, you know? Basically. Eggs need yolks? Aren't yolks only, like, eggs that are not, what's the word? Virtualized? Basically, whenever you don't have a baby in the yolk, in the egg, then you have the yolk. But here, since it's like whelps came out of the eggs, you probably wouldn't have yolks in them. I ain't like a egg expert here, but in fact, you only have one or the other. Okay, so let me go for a small stretch and for a small break and stretch a little bit. Be right back. Alright. Right, boys, let's get back to it. Dude, actually interesting. Like, it looks already quite good here on the thumbnail. I wonder what I changed. I even moved the character significantly. I just had, like, the perspective was set up, I just kind of lost it along the way somehow. It was good here. Bro, it was like good up. It's almost like here it was alright. And here it wasn't. Like I moved backwards in the art. Would have been nice if you had a feature to like revert to a certain stage. So that I had the character kind of here. No, honestly, even with stuff like that, I embrace the change. You know, extra practice to repaint stuff again. Is what I always call it. I don't like being attached to what I paint. Like I just, whatever. I'll paint it again. It doesn't matter. I used to do that too. You know, like create files and shit like that, and kind of backup versions. No. I mean, I sort of do that to like some degree, right? I have like the background here, but it's just like the too many changes to too many layers to kind of to go back on them. And we'll make this version even better as well, so it's okay. Okay, boys, let's start on a quick commission art. Let's start with there. No, so there is one artist who I saw doing that years ago, and then I mean I didn't even try that method. And then just after a while, I kind of like remembered that they used to do that and tried that myself. But they didn't do that for paintings. They just did that for like a little animation stuff. So they kind of left it at this stage pretty much. They didn't proceed to like render it further. So yeah, pretty much adopted it from somewhere else. Yeah, but it was like years apart though. You know, sometimes you just see something and then you try it out. I saw it and then I didn't do it for years. Or like, just like maybe 2 or 3 years I just didn't even attempt it. And then I just suddenly remembered that I haven't watched that artist in a while at that point. Just gave it a go. Kinda called upon me. Well done, done. I also like drawing for Lasso. Nice, nice, dude. I mean, to be honest, there's nothing like special about it. It's just kind of what you do. Lego? Hey, what's up, boss? How you doing? How you doing? What's new? Well, switch from Procreate to Clip Studio. Not sure, because like for you, I assume it's you're on an iPad. In that case, Clip Studio is it's quite pricey. For desktop, it's pretty much like one-time purchase and it's good. But for iPad, it's gonna be pricier, so I'm not sure if it's even like, if that's not a concern to you, then I mean, I guess just like getting used to it. Oh, this whole time there was only one person in YouTube chat, and just now they deleted 2 of the messages they've sent. Why, dude? They sent like a message 2 hours ago, now we decided to delete it. That was kind of the shape that I was going for to start. I want to turn this like half movement. I want some dynamic posing, not necessarily something static. But there are the more of static poses. I want for it to be for it to feel like it has more action, for it to be like close, more of a close-up. Usually though, you'll still be able to see like most of the body. How many hours you draw every day? I mean like maybe 6, sometimes 7. Not as much nowadays. Yes, Shadow, a new artwork. What else would it be? What about you, Don Don? How many hours you averaging? I used to like count every hour that I would paint. Now I guess, I mean, now I count it by just the hours of stream. Because I pretty much just draw on stream. I do a little bit beforehand sometimes. But I'm trying to do all the art that I do on stream. No, dude, I'm just doing personal commissions. Nothing fancy, just personal commissions, man. No work for Bleeds or anything. Don't overestimate me. Hey there, Dirks. Hey, what's up? Well, we're gonna have like big titties on this art, by the way. Just a friendly reminder. Big titties coming up. Local jerks, yes. It's gonna be a Tauren. Tauren Shaman. Trying to place her goddamn legs accordingly. The bent furry legs are like always giving trouble. Like I absolutely hate dealing with them. I'm trying to have her kind of in movement. I don't want her to have her kind of just like standing around. Tauren Rogue? I don't think I've ever been commissioned a Tauren Rogue. Even though it's like a meme, and I think, wait, or have I? There were some like quirky Taurens that I've been commissioned to paint. No, Tauren Rogue is a reality, boys. It's something you gotta deal with. Quite pretty art of her as a reference. Just like looking at that. Let me show you the reference, boys. So that's what we're dealing with, and I love this specifically. Enhance a lot. And the arrow towards titties. I love that. Absolutely love that. That's a good reference. Just straight to the point. Yeah, I love the direction. Gotta be enhancing this a lot. Look at these. They're like flying milkers. Yeah. By the way, already painted some art for this commissioner, so there are reoccurring commissioner. Love to see that. I love this loose start. Yeah, that's what my wife tells me. Glad you like it though. Like I mean, I don't know. The silhouette thingy kind of it works if you're like if you know where you're going with the pose. But like if you're trying to kind of explore it like this like going this super loose is very helpful. And I want some kind of like an action pose too. Well, no matter. Can't feel love when you figure out the pose and composition. Look for some inspiration, like on Pinterest, I guess. And or maybe try to do some sketches and explore some thumbnails if you're not in a rush. Dumbfounded by the Zinger? What does that mean? Might be like a reference that I don't know. I mean, it's kind of rough, you know, coming up with a pose if you have no idea. What gives me like a lot of ideas is I guess just the base character itself. Like I'm kind of just staring at the character for a while, just thinking like, what can I do with them? But it helps that they're all WoW characters, so it's kind of like I have some just to-go things to kind of do for like a shaman, right? You can do some kind of lighting in their hands or something. So I can already pretty much kind of know what I'm trying to go for here. Just I don't know what kind of character you're working with, Nomad, but maybe try to look into like what will enhance kind of their them as a character, so to say, you know. Starting with a sketch of how characters looks like? No, not that. I mean, do you already have a character or no? Guess it like depends on kind of where you start. Boobs should close the whole unit, it's enough. Right, if you're just getting started, okay? I'm gonna do more than them. Make sure they're utterly massive. I'm gonna try. There was a one torrent that I painted last year. This girl with a chicken. You guys know the chicken backpack from Mist's remix? Same character, but I'm making scenario for two different outcomes, holy and unholy void. Maybe do like the usual like kind of scroll through Pinterest or ArtStation for inspiration. You might want to do that, and just like you'll randomly found the pose that you'll like to explore on your own. When it comes to personal art though, like I don't know, like sometimes I kind of already know what I want to do, just a matter of putting it into the canvas. Like on this art, I kind of already knew, like I had a pose in mind from the first second I saw the character, and it was a matter of like figuring out how to put it on the paper. Which sometimes it ain't this easy, you know, because you kind of have something in mind, but um it's a little either vague or it doesn't like, you know how your mind sometimes just like you think that you imagine a thing, but in reality you kind of have a lot of blanks in your like picture in your mind, right? So it's just like not as easy sometimes. Sometimes some ideas just work in your mind, but on the paper they kind of look terrible. Bumpers are the first thing that should be fully rendered. I think you're right, dude. You're onto something. Yeah. You'll have to define these bad boys real soon. The audience is calling for it. Enhanced in brackets a lot, boys. Remember, enhanced in brackets a lot. Because I suppose I can't get it on the paper. Yeah, you see, it's tough. Usually it's because like you think you imagine it like all the way through, but in reality your mind just like leaves a lot of blank in the imagination. You know, and it's normal. It's kind of like you think you know what you look like, but if you try to paint a self-portrait without a reference, you wouldn't be able to, right? And it's just one of those things. Making bank. Making just as much as we're painting anything else. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Actually, do you guys remember, were y'all around in the stream whenever I think it was like half a year ago or something, I opened up my stream commissions and then one guy who reached out, they wanted like an elf with like insane booba, and I was showing the references on the stream, like it's literally like this booba, but imagine the body type of like a very slim night elf. And I refused it because it was kind of like, dude, I mean, it's just a little too much. But, you know, I've been thinking about it every now and then. I'm thinking, damn, maybe I just reach out to the guy and be like, hey, you know what, let's fucking go, bro. You know what, your boobas kind of grew on me, let's go. You remember them, Mel? You gotta be remembered. You gotta be... You definitely been around that time. Very difficult to know that look trashy. Yeah, you know, like, you run into an issue of it looking, like, over the top, right? I mean, here with the Tauren, I think it's totally fine because, you know, like, I mean, bro, it's literally a cow. She's supposed to have a fucking huge milkers. That's the whole point of Taurens. But with the Night Elves, I mean, dude, it's like this Night Elf with like these big of titties. Like, I'm telling you, it's like that big. But at the same time, they didn't want anything sexual. They just wanted like, bro, they just wanted big titties. I think if I am to reach out, they will be fine. The question is, do we want to reach out, boys? I mean, listen, if anything, I can afford to like not post an artwork if I don't want to. I can finish it, I can stream it, but I can not post it. But I'm just thinking, dude, like maybe some booba would be kind of not bad, you know? And also for y'all here on the stream, I think that would be kind of fun. I wouldn't mind painting Booba either. Honestly, like just the act itself, the arting, the painting the titties, it's actually quite fun. Like they're, I think Cynics even says that all the time, that they are like a good practice place. Hey Miyu. Hey, welcome in friend, how you doing? Maybe I should make a pretty model, just pose it. Didn't know, that sounds like kinda outsourcing the thing. Because it's a skill on its own, no matter, to like go for this hurdle and kinda overcome it. Oh yeah, that's actually would be like a very good approach. Try to learn how to come up with poses. So like, you know, you see the problem that you have right now, instead of just solving it for once, or like for right now, try to learn how you can solve it in the future. That usually is, you know, like a very based approach. Usually just kind of like, just enough of a mindset switch, so it's just, I don't know, kind of like shifts you into more exploration rather than hurry. It sounds like it's not a big deal, but it actually is. Well, Sadvika, it is a Tauren. I mean, the Tauren is sort of like Minotaur of World of Warcraft. Yeah, we just started painting her. It's a character commission, and the commissioner was very strict on the cup size. They want their booba, and they don't want for them to be small. They want for them to be big. You hear me? You hear me, Satvika? They want for them to be big. You think I should go for it, Mel? In the reference to, they don't have much of like an hourglass shape. Like the butt and the thighs are not really that prominent here. It's just the boobas, which, you know, you can appreciate where the focus goes, honestly. Do you remember, Mel? You definitely were around that time, so... Were you on the streams back then, like, in that exact day that I was showing that Booba character? I think it was like for a few days I was showing her around. Yeah, so what do you think? Would it be... Would I be able to do it tastefully, or would it be just like, yeah, like actually kinda... Because like if you do it wrong, it looks like very cheap. It looks like fan service. Like forced fan service that nobody likes. You don't remember it? Oh damn. I thought you would remember exactly like what character it was. Because I did show it a few times in the stream. Let's actually make... So it'll be lighting there. And I want for it to be like a little bit of a snowy environment as well. Dude, I don't recall. I think it was like maybe half a year ago or something. How you fucking come up with that stuff? You're gonna French press after them bench press. Wow, man. That's awesome. Let's go, boys. Rendering the titties. Getting to work. Getting to work, my dudes. To be honest, I ain't the best when it comes to rendering titties. But even if I'm not the best, I'll be doing my best. That's all that I can do. I can only do my best and no more. God damn, Kiri? Ain't no way. What you doing here, Sunshine? You ran out of grass to touch? Oh wow. Hey, long time no see, Sunshine. How you doing? How you doing? We're Artin painting Booba today. Feeling cute? What about you? What about you? Probably forgot what a drawing tablet is by this point, right? Haven't been Arting in so long. Well, I assume. But yeah, damn. Do you miss Arting? Or just like not at all? Yeah. But do you like do you have like an urge to come back? To be doing it like kinda regularly or not at all? Yeah, full-time giving up? Ah, that's sad to hear. Although, yeah, I can imagine it. I can imagine. Well, hope you're doing well, Kiri. Hope the world with our art's fun and treating you well. Big corporate life, huh? And we all here making pennies, painting boobas every day. But at least we're living our dream. AI took over the world? What do you mean it took over the world? What did it take over? I mean, I don't know what it took over, honestly, but I mean, if you don't have kind of motivation to kind of overcome hurdles in a way, that's probably not worth it for you then. I mean, they got pretty smooth, but they ain't doing art though, right? You see, they ain't painting. They're image generating, but they ain't painting. And people are looking for paintings. That's why we just big ignore them and do art. No, but I think it's fine though. Like, if I think full-time arting is actually not for everybody. Like, not like you wouldn't be able to do it. I think it's just like it wouldn't be like fun for you. So maybe it is way cooler for you to like have a normal job and then enjoy art on the side. Not even like looking down or anything, just like legitimately. What about passion to League of Legends banner that you've been doing? How could you give up on that? Oh no, Kiri. Seriously? God damn. Did you just like throw your PC out of the window or something? You gave up on digital art, on gaming, on everything. What's next? Marrying? Getting kids? You dudeless? Well, we have a full chat of dudes here. Feel free to pick any of them. Mel just bought his own house, so pretty good candidate for it. Mel is like 3 meters long, and also he travels the world pretty often, so maybe it'll settle down in your place. I can assure you, that guy is very reliable. And we'll reply with a 7TV emote for your attitude. Recent tattoos? I haven't gotten a new tattoo in a while. In a long, long time. I've been kind of taking a break from them. Just like not enough money as of here. We poor. We poor. Gotta provide for the family. We have 7 dogs, 2 daughters, and like a small mouse. A small mouse eats a lot, even if it's small. Don't get confused by the size of a mouse. Cover-ups? No, pretty much just the first two. Plus blackout. Wasn't a cover-up. They're water frogs, they got eaten by the mouse. So it ain't that small of a mouse anymore, actually, if you think about it. You found out that Burundi exists? Of course it does. What do you think? It's made up. The whole country does exist. My motherland. Of course it does exist. Yeah, we're still in Georgia, of course. For those people who are confused, Fury was like a regular here, maybe like a year ago, I believe, right? But she quit art and she wasn't showing up on streams for a long time. Political bullshit? I mean, here there was no political bullshit. Oh, there was. I don't know if it's calmed down or not. It never bothered me pretty much, so it's totally fine here. Yeah, we alrightish. Hey, Saren. Hey, how you doing? I should have messaged the commissioner that I'm working on their art, but since I'm only doing 2 hours in this piece today, I ended up not messaging them. Although I should have. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. But yeah, Kiri, meanwhile, we've been pumping. Especially this, like, last couple of months, I've been streaming for, like, 6-7 hours. I mean, not as much as, like, recent week. But we've been super consistent, not missing a single day. And, yeah, doing a lot of art. We've been only ramping up our art game. For non-WoW character? Yeah. But like, spoiler alerts, no many non-WoW characters got submitted. I mean, at this point we're already so deep into WoW that it's like it ain't going anywhere. Which is, you know what? Good. We would love to see that. She has some rare patterns on her as well. And bluish patterns too. There is going to be some reddish hues in here. It's not going to be like monochrome. I'm just establishing the basics for this art and then go into kind of more colors and stuff. The cherry pie relationship? I mean, just finished the last one yesterday. Wait, what? When were you on the stream last time? Was it actually a year ago? And was it still like a thing a year ago? No, cherry pies are not a year old. I think I discarded them last autumn. I don't believe for them to be a year wrong. If they are though, it's kind of fucking amazing. Arcane Season 2 premiere? Oh, okay, so October then. Oh, November? Okay. When they hear how locked in you are and the only thing you consume is 99% protein, well, pies are like very heavy in protein content. Have you not seen her before? You should have. I guess you. Yeah, she might have not been on the stream back then. But now you did. Gary, we married already. We got married like 2 months ago. Mm. No, not even memeing. For real. Feels like it's been so long since that, but it's actually been only like a few months. Yep, thank you, thank you. Hold me for life. Yeah, that's true. Hold me for life. You should check out Discord. She's like painting us as ponies and stuff like that. Yeah, but hold on, boys. I gotta go have my breakfast because it's 5:20 p.m. Gonna show the time lapse. Where's the time lapse? There it is. And gonna be right back. Yeah, I'm taking breakfast breaks again on the stream now because I'm trying to stream for longer. Yeah, so be right back. I'm gonna try to eat fast. Alright, boys, you back? Hey, Eligu. Hey, River. How you doing? How you doing, Sunshines? Wait, what the fuck? First warning, artist, you must cease in your production of filth and surrender to AI. Okay, buddy. Bruh. What an idiot. Her name is Anna Belta, I think. Alright, let's continue. Just had my breakfast, feeling cute. Oh, she outdid herself for breakfast. It was pork with like vegetables and fried eggs. I wouldn't bother cooking all of them myself. It's an amazing breakfast. I mean, all that I'm eating is pretty much either eggs or meat. Like, it's literally one of two things. And rice. That's the frog diet right there. I'm thinking if I should do like darker top of the painting or maybe just the whole kind of winter blizzardy vibe. I mean, she's messing with people there as well. Thank you, Kiri. Thank you, Sunshine. Yeah, we're doing well. Well, we already living together for a year, so all came a long way. Yeah, no? Hey, what's up? What are you doing, boss? Under look who we have here. Kiri from the ancient times. Yeah, long time no see indeed. It's been almost a year. I felt like it was longer though. We were remembering you once in a while, Kiri. Kinda ironically. Oh yeah, if Karsi appears all of a sudden, that will be something. I don't think he will though. Dude, there must have. I'm not even sure, dude. Maybe I must have said something that offended him or something. If he fucking, I'm pretty sure he's still around. No, Lemon does appear sometimes. Lemon is. No, Karsi's a man. Yeah, don't mind him just painting cute anime girls. He's a grown-up, big man. Huge bodybuilder. 500 pounds of pure muscle and oil. Yeah, he probably is a full-time pilot now. Or from enemy artist into piloting planes. What a career. Resisted under. Only WoW art allowed. Some kind of light on her. Oh damn. I don't want to introduce warm light into this, even though it would have been fun. Just like doesn't make any sense in this kind of like Blizzard-like setting. If anything, any kind of strong light would have made sense here, so... Yeah, well, those people lost the way. Intel Yonder, they've never been on the way. They don't know what it is. It's alright. Your friend told you to play WoW? Weren't you like religiously against WoW into Final Fantasy, Kiri? Well, I guess there is a player housing if that's what you might be interested in. But also remember you saying that you like cat girls specifically. There are no cat girls yet there. No changes on that front. too late to get into it. It's not late to get into it. Come on. Yeah, you wouldn't get nostalgia, but you would get the first time enjoyment out of it. That's even cooler. And then you'll be nostalgic for the time that you'll have now. So maybe it's even better. Also remember that before you used to say that you don't want to get into it because you know you're gonna like no life it and then it will get in front of you doing art. But now that you have a full-time job, I think that kind of defense doesn't work. I don't think you would know life at honestly. I think like that's if you haven't played League for like almost a year, yeah, you're kind of over gaming. So at that point, you can self-regulate it. Self-regulate it. Like when I wake up, I don't even feel like playing. I don't know. I don't think WoW is that addictive. But yeah, not like I would try to convince you to play it anymore. It's just I don't know. I tend to not do that as much these days. Yeah, they forgot to send in the check. No advertisement anymore. We gotta go check out the apartment in like half an hour. No, dude. I don't want to go anywhere. We desperately need to find an apartment ASAP to move into, but I don't fucking want to leave my house. I think doing a little bit more of a front view kind of on her face. think that's kind of what I've been going with, and then just randomly change that around. On normal it's a giga easy, and I think did you did you not kill 2 last bosses? Nexus King is easy, but like Dimensions even on normal is kind of like you gotta know a few things there. But I think if current gear people just one shot it anyway. Any pieces throughout this time that you're super proud of? All of them. Like especially recently I've been like on a very good like streak with my art that I've been doing. Oh, you said everyone's. Okay. You can still find like a party for last 2. Probably a lot of them. Okay, also just like overall the quality has gone up. Like even yesterday we finished this like a quick commission. You can see like now 6 hours do really result in something else. And some big illustrations like this one with borders and shit like that. You know, kind of like big, more expensive pieces. $60-40 chance of that during the first phase? No, dude, it is just like it's easy. It's easy. You just like follow the people, like go with the crowd. You gotta stand in the like in the safe zone whenever he like sucks you in. Hey Xerin. Hey, how you doing, boss? Let's go cowgirl, hell yeah. Big titties. As assets on her. Did I show you the reference? Look at this. This is what Commissioner sent me. Enhance in brackets a lot and pointing in the at the titties. Legit. That's legit. So we're enhancing that a lot. I mean, that's literally what they did. I don't think they were sugarcoating it. That's pretty straightforward. balls there. You mean like anatomy-wise or like composition-wise? Composition-wise does look maybe a little unbalanced because of the wing. This is what the only thing I would say. The balls itself looks pretty. I mean, the anatomy there looks pretty on point. You may be just like a little bit unbalanced on the canvas. Yeah, wings are kind of they're very specific. I feel like every illustration you have wings in, they kind of make the piece about wings. So like they're kind of all consuming, if it makes sense. Which is what I don't like about them, but at the same time, you know, if you do them right, they can be also benefit. They're like you don't have to do much else. You just like with wings, like this would be kind of cool in its own. I don't know, because I'm thinking about it, heavily considering it. Right, boys, unfortunately didn't make much progress on this. It's just less than 2 hours pretty much, but I gotta run. We gotta check for the apartment. Bro, fingers crossed that we're gonna love this apartment and gonna take it. So short stream today. Alright team, see you all. Kiri was nice keeping up with you, sunshine. And